to ask the Scottish Government, in relation to the local government funding settlement, what discussions the Finance Secretary has had with ministerial colleagues regarding the potential revenue that local authorities could generate through decriminalised parking enforcement regimes in their areas.
Cabinet Secretary.
Whilst ministers routinely discuss revenue-raising opportunities with local authorities and amongst one another, there have been no specific discussions on decriminalised parking enforcement. Decriminalised parking enforcement is a regime that local authorities may choose to apply for, depending on the requirement for parking enforcement in their area. Currently, 22 of the 32 local authorities in Scotland operate this regime. It should always be viewed as a form of enforcement, though, rather than a source of income.
Emma Harper.
Thank the Cabinet Secretary for that answer. Dumfries and Galloway Council is currently in the process of applying for decriminalised parking enforcement, with the application currently sitting with Transport Scotland. Given the revenue generated by many other local authorities, and I agree it should be about enforcement, not revenue, can the Minister give an indication of the timescales for Transport Scotland to provide a decision on the application process? And does she agree with me that decriminalised parking enforcement also has the ability to better address illegal parking and make our communities more accessible for those with disabilities?
Cabinet Secretary.
Officials in Transport Scotland have been in ongoing discussion with Dumfries and Galloway regarding decriminalised parking enforcement. However, they are yet to receive a completed application. Once received, it can take in the region of 12 months to bring DPE powers into force due to the time taken to draft, consult and lay the necessary SSIs. Local authorities are best placed to determine whether taking on DPE powers is the best way to address illegal parking in their area, but I would encourage those without DPE to consider investigating whether it would be beneficial.